My feet are so sweaty. Oh God. Hi.
Oh, God, I'm wearing two shirts.
Look at one of this guy.
Looks good though. Oh, you know.
Look professional.
That's what I'm saying. We look fly right now. You got your dinner room, brand new. I like that shirt a lot.
Got our fucking rock hat hurts, bro. Hurts hats. Got our fucking rock hat hurts, dude. Got our fucking hurts, dude. All right. Where are these guys, dude?
Welcome. I'm John Canopener.
And I'm James Wang.
And together we are
Rock Hard.
And today what we are talking about is Halloween. But not the 1978 Halloween, the 2007 Rob Zombie Halloween. We just got finished watching it, and as always, James is going to take it away with some facts. Take it away, James.
Cue the music. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Facts with James.
Facts with James.
Facts with James. For this first fact, this one is a little interesting because, as we mentioned previously in our last video, we try to find facts that we don't know about and you guys may not know about. So, reading this one, discussing it, we did not know it, so hopefully you guys don't either. If you guys do, let us know. And shit.
And shit.
And shit. Let us know and shit. Don't forget the shit. Anyway, so this first fact. Apparently, Emma Stone auditioned for the role of Laurie Strode. What?
What, dude?
What, dude?
Emma Stone, bro?
What? Cruella de Vil, bro? That's why that and Gwen Stacy and
damn it, I was gonna say I was like it's not Mary Jane, it's not Mary Jane, but all that come in my head was Mary Jane.
So she auditioned for the role of Laurie Strode.
Okay.
Not only did she audition, but also Danielle Pancake Maker, or Panna Baker, also auditioned for the role of Laurie Strode. But as you know, that shit didn't fucking happen.
No.
Because instead we got Scout Taylor Compton.
What kind of name is Scout? It's like what you name your dog. Is it not?
Yeah. Anyway, so yes, the person that we know as Laurie Strode, Scout Taylor Compton, became Laurie Strode. 2 years later, Pancake Maker was cast as the female lead in Friday the 13th, 2009, another horror remake. Which is funny enough, Scout Taylor Compton had also auditioned for that role, but she lost it against Pancake Maker. The cross, bro. The fucking cross is crazy, man.
So they both tried out for each other's parts, and they both lost each other's parts, but then gained parts. Yeah.
And we want them to touch their parts. I mean, what?
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've seen these chicks.
I've never seen them anything but the movies that they're in.
Yeah. It kind of sucks. I guess they're just like kind of cute chicks. Especially that girl from Friday the 13th. Like she's just I mean, no, I'm not saying anything bad, okay? If she's in other shit, let us know. But she's a cutie. The Friday the 13th girl?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, of course. If that guy was like, you want to go to the woods with me?
You want to go to the woods, man?
She's like, yeah.
Dude.
Anyway, we will get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
We're not on that franchise right now. You guys know that. We're on Halloween, bro.
The best Halloween ever made. I'm just kidding. For this next fact. This one, bit of a cheater one, all right? This movie does not have some very interesting shit. But this one is a very fun fact because apparently this movie runs at 121 minutes, which makes this the longest Halloween film to date. This one's the longest one compared to the other ones.
I feel it because this one, Rob Zombie takes his time.
He does.
Takes his time a little bit with this. We appreciate it a little bit. But there's a lot of extra scenes in here like...
a lot of unnecessary
Love hurts. love's gay, or whatever they say. Yeah. But just, even though that takes time, you know what I mean? Just showing, like, back and forth from Sherry Moon to the fucking screen, to back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You see a little bit of Sherry Moon here.
Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Lastly, for this last fact, this one...
Go, girl.
Yeah, girl, go, girl. This one... I could see why this became a fact and why, because we know this today. This film underwent reshoots as a result of poor test screenings. These include a new escape for Michael from the hospital, as well as an alternate ending. And again, spoiler alert, we'll get there when we get there, but if you have seen both the theatrical release and the director's cut, you can tell there are two differences: how Michael escapes and the ending of this movie.
I probably should have said that in the beginning. We are reviewing the director's cut.
Oh yes, the director's cut. I'll be sure to add that.
Yeah. This is the director's cut. So, yeah, I can see why they wanted to make some changes in here. Because nobody likes seeing that.
Fuck out of here, dude.
If you know, you know. We're not going to go into too much detail about it.
Yet.
Yeah, it's getting there. But if you know, you know.
Yeah.
I can see why people were a little iffy about that. Just that one part. Because you watched the theatrical, we watched it.
We seen the theatrical release and the director's cut. So we seen both of them. Pretty much the same movie, with the exception of two different parts.
What was the other part?
The ending, apparently the alternate ending, and the how Michael escapes.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like the ending is the same in both of them.
Stop! Michael, please. No! It's not her fault. It's my fault.
Drop your weapon!
No!
Stop! Drop
Stop!
your weapon! Get down on the ground!
Hello. Can you talk?
Anyway, all right.
Fucking fine now, dude. We're just discussing this shit.
Anyway, we're just bullshitting.
Anyway, all right. So that's about it for my facts.
All right. Thank you, James.
You're welcome.
Always.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Bringing some new knowledge to the peeps,
Hell yes.
making them more aware of what's going on in these films.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. But now is time for the real meat and potatoes. First off here, you can see more of Michael as a little girl, a little fat girl.
Oh,
if you didn't know, in this one, Michael turns into a man, but when he's a little girl, when he's younger, he's a little fat girl. and then he grows to be a
big strong man,
7'4" man.
fucking 8 feet tall, fucking
Yeah.
crazy. No, but real shit. Like there are just some shots from this. I don't know this kid's name. I just saw it too, but from what he looked like from the original movie and this right now, he looked like a chick. Like he looked like a little girl.
Yeah, it's Phil Fat Girl Smith.
Phil Fat Girl Smith.
I
All
think
right.
that's his name.
Oh yes. I got you. I remember. Right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. Anyway, this little fat girl, he's just killing his mice or his rats.
And other animals and shit. That's the thing too. They really like dig deep, like between like the whole psychology shit, because the serial killer and fucking hurting animals and stuff.
Well, since Rob Zombie got to do whatever he wanted with this, and he wanted to do his own thing, and John Carpenter said, "Yeah, go for it, man."
Make it your own, bro.
He did do his own thing, but he did do kind of the same cliche bullshit we've seen with serial killers. Like, of course
he hurts animals.
Of course, with this upbringing with the crazy people in the house, and I'll skull fuck the shit out of you, and I'll do all this kind of, all that kind of
brother.
Shit. Yeah, she's got a nice little dumper on her. But all that kind of shit. Of course, this kid's gonna grow up fucked up. He's living in
a broken household. Fucking,
Yes.
Yeah, all that shit. Yeah.
So that's the difference between these two. Like, he went the more like natural progression for a serial killer instead of the OG, how it was more like we
like
don't
mysterious.
fucking know.
We don't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so. I was gonna say that's what I have in my notes. How he kind of just shows how the Myers family was like kind of like. I don't know. It was kind of like derogatory, but he did show them as like more white trash.
Yeah.
Versus the original one where it was kind of like a nice tidy house and fucking like it seemed like they had their shit together. And it's like,
and that's why it was like much of a shock to the parents when they got there. Like, Michael,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Like, Michael, what the fuck?
Anyway, what do you got?
Well, besides from that, I also put how there's no pumpkin intro again, dude. You would think because he wanted. I mean, I can respect it. I respect it more than I like it. But like, come on, like you wanted to fucking do Halloween again. At the pumpkin intro, give me my fucking pumpkin intro, dude.
There's no intro.
Yeah, it just goes right into it.
You go right into it, and then the first time, it's when he's running out of school. When he's running out of school after he gets bullied and shit, and you see Loomis in the fucking principal's office with the mom, and then he fucking runs out, and then that's like your title card, like when he's running out of school, and it's like, and then bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, boom, bam, boom, and they start playing the music or whatever. But him running out of school is the beginning. No pumpkin slash in this motherfucker. Nothing.
Nope.
Nothing.
Nothing in this motherfucker.
Ronnie, the white trash stepdad. I know. I get it. He's a bad guy.
He's supposed to be
like
very
him.
unlikable.
But goddamn, is he not funny? He says some funny shit.
Out of pocket, fucking just.
Some stuff I'm not even gonna say on here because it's gonna push some
It's gonna push some boundaries. fucking piss some people off, dude. Fucking.
But yeah, what does he say? He says, "Bitch, if you don't think I'm making a mental note of all your bullshit,"
it's like shit you would hear, from someone like that. Like he plays like the drunk stepfather so fucking well. And yeah, obviously I know you're supposed to
take
hate
that
the guy.
Mask off. That blank.
That
mask
fucking.
That. Mask off.
We're poking the bear right now.
I know, but it's supposed to be taken seriously, I guess, some way. But I can't help but laugh every time he says something.
Yeah.
So that was positive for me.
The next thing that I put, again, this one kind of goes like the same as what I mentioned earlier about how Rob Zombie kind of just makes the Myers family kind of white trash. I also kind of like the idea of him giving them like an origin story, kind of in a way to where like you kind of see why, but at the same time, like I can respect this movie as like a reimagining of Halloween.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed this movie a lot when it came to that. But at the same time, I also liked it better when we didn't know his motive. He wasn't as brutal, but he kind of like fucking just killed and you don't know why. You don't know why the way he is. And I kind of like it. Like he kind of reimagined it in his own way, but I kind of like it. But again, I'm kind of attaching myself to the original movie mentality so I can get the fuck off that bullshit and kind of just ride the wave of like, yeah, you know what, he kind of did it in his own way. He reimagined it, he added his own little spices and peppers and salt and shit to this movie and this little stew he made, and I mean, I liked it a lot.
I get it. I understand. The only thing I don't like is that it takes away like like you said, like the mystery, the motive. I mean, there's no motive. We don't know what his fucking motive is usually. Now we have a motive.
Broken family.
Revenge.
Yeah, revenge, broken family, typical serial killer bullshit.
And then when it comes to like Michael and the OGs being like, oh, is he supernatural? Is he not? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That kind of goes out the window here because you're like, no, he's just a person.
He's just a guy just fucking just has
just
good
a crazy
genes.
motherfucker, just like every other serial killer. So.
Yeah.
But it's okay because I needed this palate cleanser. And
yeah.
I have to say, I appreciate this a little more after watching this one. His first kill is not Judith this time.
Nope.
It is the bullshit fucking bully that was like...
Steve, I think.
We're going to call him Steve.
Steve
bullies this motherfucker in the bathroom and tells him that, hey, if I give your mom a quarter, do you think she'll fucking let me suck her tits? And
all this random...
Yeah.
Like fucking...
I heard your sister was giving blowjobs in the bathroom for $1 and they had to pump the cum out of her and all that kind of shit. And it's fucking
like,
disgusting.
No one wants to fucking hear that.
No. So when he dies, I used to feel bad about this.
But after
I don't know if I've just seen it too many times, and I'm like, yeah, fucking just kill him.
You're just like, right here, dude.
Yeah,
right here.
It used to hit me a lot harder, and I used to be like really like kind of like, oh god, this is pretty real. But
Please stop.
stop! I'm like, oh, fuck it, just do it, Mike. Do it, Mikey.
Get his ass, dude.
Please stop! Stop! Please help! I'm sorry.
So anyway, I do like that kill though because it kind of sets up like if we're gonna take this revenge plot, go for it. You know what I mean? Like fuck this kid, fuck anybody that's done you wrong. If you're gonna go and do this shit, go all the way.
Yeah, fuck it. I
And
mean,
he
yeah.
fucked him up with a branch. A branch.
Imagine going out like that.
Imagine all the kids this kid is fucked up, you know, being a bully or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and just fucking people.
He literally just like grabbed the kid's beanie, like, you want it back? You want it back?
Yeah.
And then throw it back to him, like, you fucking prick.
So he wants you to hate this kid.
Yeah.
And a million times I've seen this. I've always been like, yeah, I don't like this part. But now, watching it, for some reason, I was like, fuck it, kill him. So,
Yeah.
I liked it this time.
The next thing I put was, this one's a bit of a negative. It's how the Michael Myers mask came to be. So this is the part to where Michael has this stupid clown mask on, or his, I can't say it. You thought I was gonna say it. Anyway, he had his clown mask on.
Mask on, yeah.
And the mom told Judith to take Michael out trick-or-treating, and wind up not going because the fucking boyfriend Steve came over. Not that Steve, this Steve.
Different Steve.
A different Steve, and they went up and started doing the
Intercourse.
the deed, whatever you want to say. Boom boom.
Put his peenie in her VV.
And then he pulls out, he's like, close your eyes, and fucking reaches over and then pulls out the fucking Michael mask and like put it on. And he's like, ugh, and then his dumb shit. And that's pretty much how we got introduced to the Michael mask. Kind of loses meaning.
Yeah.
Because normally he finds that shit and then he makes it his own. Not that someone else has brought it and then he just happened to find it and put it on and whatever the fuck, you know? So it's kind of, it lost its meaning behind it.
Yeah, it was just kind of like, well, that's cool.
That looks cool. I fucking ditch this fucking mask and and put on this cooler one instead, dude.
Running off of that, though, I have the Michael mask is great.
But that's this mask is probably one of the best masks in the franchise. It's like
It's a very nice mask.
it is.
A very nice mask.
Though again, it's a recurring theme though. It's tremendous. It's a recurring theme though, but the eye holes are kind of big in this one again.
A little bit. You do see his eyes, but they're not. At least you don't see the skin around his eyes and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you do see his eyes, but it's not as like it's not drawing you to it as much as the other ones. Like
H2O.
Yeah, you kind of feel like this is okay. I can go with this. You know, they don't try to shine too much light on his eyes. And most of the time, especially in the final act or whatever, when he's going ape shit, you don't see his eyes at all. Like it's
because it's like mostly like in the house in the dark and yeah, it's just good. I'm saying fucking Rob Zombie, dude. He's a good director. So fucking props to him. Jesus Christ, I really like this version of Dr. Loomis and the actor. I had to look it up. The actor that played Dr. Loomis in this one, his name is Malcolm McDowell, and I've seen him around in other projects and stuff like that, but he plays Dr. Loomis in this one. And you mentioned something that I didn't even know that he never watched the movie. So
never watched the Halloween movie.
I mean, you said that was pretty well known. I didn't really know that, or I might have heard it, but probably forgot about it. But that's kind of an interesting thing to kind of like.
I'll be fair. No, that's Cody Leach said that. Cody Leach. If you guys don't know who Cody Leach is, you should.
Yeah, what the fuck? Like, if you're watching us, you have to know him. If you're fucking watching these guys,
go check out his channel. He has probably way better Halloween shit.
He's more professional. He's more articulate. He's he's super knowledgeable. We're just fucking just like bullshitting. We're
but dumb. I believe I heard it from him. piggyback off you for a second. You can tell he cares about Michael.
Oh yeah.
He gives a shit about Michael.
Especially in the little origin story with like him in the hospital or in the mental hospital, whatever the fuck.
He's like, and when he has to leave him, and he's just like, you've actually become like my best friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And all that kind of shit. So he does have this. He kind of
he had like an attachment.
Before it was just like plot dumping. Like they were just let Loomis just say everything, and we don't have time to show anything. You know what I mean? But in this one, they had time to show a little bit of his connection with Michael and how he did try. You saw him try over and over again. And Michael wasn't giving him shit. And then finally, he had to walk away. And I kind of feel like that was the breaking point for Michael.
Yeah, because like, you know, especially at that time to where he told him like, oh, this is going to be our last, you know, my last day with you and stuff like that. And I have to move on and shit. And he just cuts to his face. Like, you can tell, like, that's like, yeah, the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, fucking, his mom died and shit. And he has, like, no family.
You could just say something. You had no problem talking when you were a kid. And then all of a sudden you just don't talk.
Maybe, like, when the mom killed herself, that's when he stopped, like, talking, like, completely.
That's a good point. Yeah, maybe.
And then fucking Loomis, and then the only person he has left is Loomis, and then he gave up on him, kind of, and left him. So he's like, have fucking nobody.
The only one I have left is Boo.
Boo.
I do have a negative, going back to the boyfriend in the beginning.
Steve,
Juice boyfriend, has the fucking balls, dude. Digging all that pussy, get jizz all over your hands, and then go and just make yourself a sandwich without washing your hands, bro, and touching all the ham.
for real.
Are you kidding me, dude?
Disgusting, dude.
He's like, just nasty.
He's fucking just fucking.
Like, no problem, dude. Like, we can do this. Jar of mustard and shit. And he's just like, ew, dude. Ew.
Going on from that, I kind of have another negative. This one is obviously in reference to the thing I mentioned earlier in my facts, to where they did reshoots. There's a couple of scenes in this movie that are hard to watch. And obviously, with the director's cut, which is the one that we're watching and discussing right now, is the director's cut. Yeah, the first one was, I have two examples. The first one was the Michael breakout scene, is how he broke out. It's kind of hard to say. Basically, there's just a rape scene. That's it. Oh, wow. Oh, God, it took a lot out of me.
Call like it is.
Call like it is. Yeah, so...
These two guards go in, take this girl that just got admitted into the psych ward. Smith's Grove, to be exact.
Yeah.
Anyway, they pull her out. They say, hey, baby, blah, blah, blah. They start touching her, all this kind of stuff. And like, we're just going to check you out, look at her boobs and stuff like that. And then this dumb fuck has already tried to push Michael's buttons once with Danny Trejo around.
Yep.
This time, Danny Trejo is not around.
Nope.
And it's just him and this new guy.
Cousin. He said cousin.
Oh, cousin?
Yeah.
They look similar as fuck.
Yep.
It was really hard to tell them apart. Anyway, he's like, I got an idea. Let's go to fucking Mike's room or whatever. They go to Mike's room. Mike's just sitting there making his masks. In here, he's obsessed with masks. And he's making his little paper mache masks. They come in there, bring the girl in, start doing stuff to her. It's pretty gnarly. It's not fun to watch.
It's really hard to watch.
We did not enjoy it. And yeah. Michael gets his revenge on these people, though. He avenges the girl. He's almost like a superhero in this.
Only because they were doing that nasty shit to her, and he wasn't really paying attention that much. And then the moment the dude grabbed his mask, that's when he got the fuck up and started fucking... Yeah, he's like, you can fucking do all this shit, but don't touch my fucking mask, dude. And yeah, and then that's how he broke out.
I feel like they should have got way worse. They should have got way worse.
Yeah, this is kind of like a
Dick's
moment...
ripped off or
yeah,
something
like fucking
that.
throats ripped out.
You can show that, but you can't show him getting his dick ripped off? Even the nurse later, she got fucking way worse than these guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, and then going on to the next thing I have was that another scene was kind of hard to watch was Danny Trejo's character getting killed. I was good to you, Mikey, and fucking all that shit. I was like, man, yeah, like he was the only person that kind of like cared about him a little bit, you know.
So I did have that too, but I also have Mr. I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch.
I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch.
I literally have that next too.
Yeah, you know what it also made me think of? Not only is that guy badass, it made me miss old porno mags. He had old porno mag in there. He's like, oh, you dirty girl or whatever. And she's like, all like bent over. Yeah. But I kind of just, not even being perfect here, but you know, the internet, you can find whatever you want at the click of a button.
I'm like, I was raised on the internet, bro. I can't fucking.
Dude, back in my day, it used to be a fucking hustle to go get some porn for somebody. Everybody, have one magazine with your friends and be like, you take a page, I want that one. And then we share pages and stuff and be like, oh, why is this sticking together, bro?
Why is it fucking like one big clump? Fucking.
Did you eat glazed donut on here? It brought me back. That's all I'm saying. It brought me back.
Hey, and then I guess that falls into nostalgia.
And what do you say? I'm dropping a nacho chalupa in here.
Hey, he's like, I ate a fucking taco deluxe chalupa something.
And Michael fucking he takes out the knife or whatever. Joe Grizzly, let me introduce myself. I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Joe Grizzly, bitch.
Or whatever. And then he takes out a knife, tries to stab Michael. Michael says, fuck that shit, grabs his fucking hand and like, bah,
yeah,
bah,
fucking banging his ass. Yeah.
And you see that against the stall. You see it like getting bent more and more every time he fucking hits it. It's like, god damn, this motherfucker's huge. And then he ends up stabbing him, and he dies. But that's how he gets his jumpsuit.
That's how he gets his jumpsuit. So
Yeah,
I do kind of
he's a
like.
trucker.
I see, in that sense, I like that introducing how he gets his jumpsuit and shit. But getting the mask or how they introduced the mask in the beginning was not as cool. But this way, it was cool because that's how you see it almost in every Hollywood movie. He goes to like a mechanic shop or he goes other places and he fucks up the mechanic there. Gets a jumpsuit. He just happens to fuck up like a trucker.
You always just see a mechanic in his drawers. Like.
Yeah, every single time. Yeah. So the next thing I have, this one is pretty much like the rest of my notes. This one line is just the summarization of the rest of my notes. Pretty much the rest of the movie is like the original. That's what I put. With the exception of some scenes and some things and some.
Yeah.
But it's pretty much like, you know, like you see Lori and you see like
there's
the
some
mom,
differences.
dad,
Like
and,
Lori's mom and dad die.
you see that, and then Lori does not act like Lori at all.
Nah.
Like super different. It's like Lori, but with a pizzazz of Rob Zombie-esque into Lori.
Yeah, even when she's supposed to be all sweet and innocent, the first scene you get with her, she's like, woo, woo,
fucking
like
finger banging the bagel and shit. Yeah.
She's like, stop that, Lori. What are you
Just
doing?
stop it.
And no one's like, ew, you fucking slut. What
Stupid,
are you doing?
dirty
Go to your
bitch.
room.
Go to your fuck. You know
Fuck
what?
out
Yeah.
of
Get the
here.
fuck. She looks like a fucking. She looks the part. She looks like.
She looks like a dweeb.
Yeah, she looks like a fucking nerd and shit, but she doesn't act like one. Hanging with the wrong crowd is what happens. This movie will happen to you if you stick with the wrong kids.
Don't do it.
Have nice friends.
Don't do it.
Stay in school. Stay rock hard. Stay rock hard in school.
Stay rock hard in school. Keep staying rock hard in school.
Keep staying rock hard in school.
Learn your math. Learn your English.
Learn your English.
Well, I do have Mr. Sandman plays again.
That's again. Well,
showing some love.
follow. Yeah, I was like, I'll piggyback off that too. I just put how I like how Rob Zombie stays true to the Halloween shit and with the music and stuff.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did very well.
With the theme music, the Halloween theme song, Mr. Sandman, like even like the boom boom, like you know some back the piano in the background. Yeah, yeah, like he stays true to you know most shit.
My eyes feel like they're gonna.
I like again going off to what I said earlier about Rob Zombie staying true to the Halloween stuff. The characters and the music, yes, to a certain extent. Michael, not so much. And I can see that's probably like one of the biggest complaints of this movie was that Michael is not really Michael like to the fucking max. Like we've complained in other installments of this franchise that how Michael's not really Michael. Like in Resurrection, he's too fucking brute. This guy, holy shit, he's like not even Michael at all. Bro's like fucking 8 feet tall. He's fucking massive.
Yeah, and you saw the lunch trays in there. He was just eating like fucking like corn and shit. And it's like
He should have been like scrawny. He should have been like the OG. Like fucking.
This motherfucker, how much milk did you drink, bitch?
For real. For real. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, like with the exception of Michael, he's like, you know, too brutal in this one, but he also acts like Michael in certain things. And one of the things I put was that he still fucks with his victims.
Yeah.
He stabs them, slices them, and then they crawl for a bit. He just falls behind them and then fucks with them. Or even later on in the movie with Annie and Steve, he hangs him. Bob.
That one's Bob.
Okay,
Oh no, it's Paul.
Paul.
They changed the name in there.
Who the fuck is Paul? Yeah, so he still fucks with his victims like Michael originally does, which I like that. But yeah, he's too brutal in some certain scenes. In some places, he's too brutal. But I mean, I can forgive that.
He's too big.
He's too big.
He is scary for sure. Of course, when you see a big fucker like that coming
Fucking
at you,
8 feet tall.
Yeah, of course it's scary. But that's okay. We can't. Well, it's hard not to compare because like. Michael is supposed to be like a 5'10", 5'8" dude or something like that. Like nothing too crazy. Like average height motherfucker that can blend in and everything. If you saw this guy, you'd be like, okay. But at the same time, I know Rob Zombie was giving the blessing to do whatever he wanted with it.
Which is again, is why I said earlier, but like I'm trying to get out of that original movie mentality and just try to be like, yeah, you know what? I respect that he has his own vision. This is his own vision. It's like fucking like any other director, you know, Guillermo del Toro or fucking, you know, all these other. It's only the first one that popped to my mind. But you know how he takes something, he kind of puts his own vision into the movie. Like he did Pinocchio. Yeah. He put his own fucking twist in it, you know?
Yeah.
I can respect.
The whole thing was claymation. That was crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like he put his own twist, like Rob Zombie did in this movie. He put his own twist in it, and I like it and I respect it more than some other installments in this franchise. So yeah, that's all I gotta say on that part.
For sure. Danielle Harris is back. Not as Jamie though. She's as Annie. She's in here and she does a great job. And it's so nice that Rob Zombie. He does this quite a bit. Gives respect to past horror alum. You know what I mean?
Oh, he even had he had Captain Spaulding.
Yeah.
As well.
Yep.
So so he has
Otis
his homies.
Was on one of the graves
yeah.
at the graveyard and stuff. Don't tell me that's not a nod. You know.
So I'm saying, so he has his homies too. He has his people. He has his clique. It's like every other director. They have their clique. They have their people. So I respect that.
Dee Wallace was the mom. She was in E.T. She was in that werewolf movie, Silver Bullet, I think. Anyway, but yeah, he likes throwing people in here that are well known from the past, but he gives them another chance in his movies, and I appreciate that about him. And of course, if you knew all the shit that we talked about before with Danielle Harris and how she wanted to come back, she wanted to do all this shit, but they wouldn't let her. Here we go. She finally got to come back, and not only that, she got to. Who's her dad? Who the fuck is her dad in this?
Fucking Chucky, bro.
Chucky herself?
Himself.
Brad Dourif.
Brad Dourif
also makes an appearance in this film. He is Sheriff Brackett, and goddamn is he not the best, dude. He is so good. Not only just because we love seeing the guy, but he's just a great actor.
He's a good actor, yeah.
Great actor. When he said, "Come on, stay with me, baby," and all that kind of stuff, nowhere near as the next one, but
no, but yeah, for sure, yeah.
But goddamn, you know what I mean. So having Danielle Harris and Brad Dourif come into this is great, and it's a nice little
chef's kiss,
little chef's kiss, a little love for the fans, a little horror fans, little nerds like us that enjoy seeing that kind of shit. And like, oh shit, there, you know. So I enjoyed that, but yes, my whole point was that Danielle Harris is back as Annie, one of the main characters from the first one. Linda, she's there too.
Don't get to fuck about that.
And she dropped a couple totalies.
Oh yeah, she did.
But not as many.
No, not as many as the original.
But he made sure to drop a couple totalies in there.
Totally.
So you can tell Rob Zombie loves this, but he really just wanted to make it his own.
Yeah, I put in quotation marks when Laurie said, "Was that the boogeyman?"
Yeah.
But instead of it being in the house and kind of ending it there, or after, you know, in the original one where Loomis shoots him off the fucking balcony.
As a matter of fact, it was.
Yeah, and then all that shit happens. This one, she says it when they were in the car.
Yeah.
And then Loomis drops that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Fucking this Loomis is good too. Anyway, yeah, that's not where it ends. But when she drops that line, I kind of like how he's still staying true to the original one. He's keeping some shit in there, some lines, and I kind of like that because you kind of see comparison how the original was and then how this one was. It's the same lines, but just different way.
I feel like it's better that he didn't watch the original and he didn't get any, didn't know how Donald Pleasance delivered his lines because then it comes off so much more natural.
Oh yeah, evil is here.
Evil is here.
But he didn't say it like that.
No, evil's here.
Yeah, he just said regular. But yeah, as I'm saying, the way he pronounces things and the way he
dead serious.
But yeah, as I'm saying, he's a good Loomis, and I liked him too.
I do like him.
Yeah.
I have Danielle Harris again. Sells it when Laurie finds her. Yeah, I feel like she's really fucking
like dying.
Yeah, dude. She's like, Laurie.
She sees him.
Laurie. You know what I mean? She's like, I don't know, something about her performance. Even when she first gets attacked and everything. That's one thing too. The kills in here look very real. The aftermath looks very real.
Fuck yeah.
I'm actually surprised with some of the shit that he got away with in this because it looks. When you see photos of like a dead body at like a actual crime scene or whatever, it looks like this. Like Rob Zombie does like to make you feel uncomfortable.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He wants you to feel like you shouldn't be watching this. This is
like a snuff
film.
film.
This is naughty. Yeah, almost.
Like
dude.
a snuff film.
Pretty close, but yeah, I feel like she sells it. Laurie really does good too, especially at the end, like when she's running away and screaming all the whole time, and all her little. In the beginning, she's kind of annoying. I'm not gonna lie, because it's like, damn it, like she shouldn't be like this. She shouldn't be this promiscuous and shit like that. But at the same time, we have to like separate it. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll just go along with this, and she's just a dumb teenager with a little bit more smarts than the other ones. But at the same time, when it comes down to like, she's got to play fear and she's got to get away from this motherfucker. She's hiding in walls and shit. And
like being smart, like doing shit that actually.
Grabbing Loomis's gun, doing all this kind of stuff or whatever. Yeah, she acts her ass off. But Danielle Harris, though, something about her when Laurie finds her that like, I really felt that shit when she was just like, Laurie. You know what I mean? Like, it just, something with that tone and everything. Her boyfriend's hanging there with the pumpkin on his head. Like,
and then Michael walks up to it and kind of like fucks with it.
Yeah, fucks with it a little
That's
bit.
what I'm saying. That's why I like, Michael just does some things that he would originally do, and then obviously he does some shit that he normally wouldn't do. So it's kind of like the best of both. You want to see a brutal Michael, but kind of see original. This is kind of like the Michael kind of.
And even then at the end, Loomis still is like, Michael, stop. Like, he's trying to give this motherfucker so many chances. Like, he still cares about Michael.
Yeah.
Even though he shouldn't. He's murdered a bunch of people and all this kind of stuff. But he looks at him like a patient, his best friend. And he fucking has to shoot him anyway. You know what I mean? Doesn't work. But he still tries, But even at that moment, when he should definitely just blow this guy's head off, he still doesn't want to. You know what I mean? He really does care about Michael. And you can tell in this one, big time. Loomis did too. I mean, Donald Pleasance did too, for sure. But in this one, it's a little different. Since we've seen the back and forth with him when he was a kid and everything, little fat little girl. So like now when he's a full grown man, it adds a lot to it.
Yeah.
There's a lot more punch when it happens, because it wasn't just all delivery. It was, you got to see some of this where he knows this guy, this big hulking mass, as this little tiny kid that he was trying to get through and he could never do it. And he's still trying.
Overall, again, this is a really good reimagining of this movie. Even though like it didn't really do as well, I still feel like in comparison to some other movies in this franchise, I would pop this one in compared to some other ones. And also, it actually performed better on its opening weekend than some other Halloween movies, some past ones, as a matter of fact. Which should say something.
Yeah.
This one, but the second one, not so much.
Not so much.
But anyway, Yeah, this was
Yeah,
probably the best one.
I really do think that it was like, since they're like, we're totally rebooting it, it's gonna be so brand new, and Rob Zombie's making it, and it's been fucking 5 years since the last one, so fuck that one.
Fuck that one again.
I think people are like, yeah, let's see what's gonna happen, you know? So,
Especially this came after, House of a Thousand Corpses and, his movies that he came out with, like, yeah, I mean, yeah, Rob Zombie's a fucking badass director. He knows some shit. He's into really gnarly shit.
yeah, oh yeah, he can direct the show.
So, yeah, I mean, I think it came out at the wrong time probably, because I feel like, I mean, with the exception of some things, I enjoyed it. I like this movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot. That's why we did our pre-ranking. The whole reason we're doing this, if you guys didn't know, is that we did a pre-ranking video, which you guys could watch, of just based off of not watching them recently, just what we think of in our memory of what was the worst and what was the best, and we wrote them all down, and we did our ranking, and you could see it. And what we're gonna do at the end of this whole franchise, is we're gonna see our new ranking and see how they compare
To our old
to
one.
our pre-ranking.
Yep.
Because I believe that there's always room for a little of the unknown,
Yes.
a little of something that you weren't expecting. Maybe you say you hate Halloween, Rob Zombie's Halloween, but maybe you don't. If you watch them all in a line like we did, I think that's the trick. If you watch it from 78 all the way to where we are now, I don't know. I think your ranking will change. I think if you go through it, I think, you guys should do it on your own though. Really try, because it's hard. It's hard. You think that you are so dead set in your fucking ranking in the beginning, but really, dude, when you get to it, mine has changed so fucking much. I'm actually shocked. This is actually really fun. Because to watch it change like that, and to be totally honest and be like, okay, yeah.
I was like, and even then, like, when you do it, to keep an open mind. Don't be like fucking arrogant and it's like, oh, the first one's gonna be the best one no matter fucking what, and then have that mentality.
The fucking majority of people don't like it or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So
like,
I guess
do it.
I shouldn't like it, you know?
Yeah, so do it and watch the entire franchise and watch each movie with an open mind.
I do have one more thing. I have Laurie blows Michael's head off. I do like how she gets to do it this time, not Loomis. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like pop a cap in Michael.
Yeah, it makes more sense. Because she doesn't want to. She's the innocent one, right? And then she has to do it, and you can tell she sells it in this fucking scene. And she's like, yeah, the blood's all over her and stuff like that. Because she didn't want to kill anybody, you know, but she had to.
Stop this guy.
She had to do what she had to do. And I think she plays that scene very well. Because with all the gooey fucking gross jam
Like
all over her face.
corn syrup and fucking
Yeah,
gnarly shit.
Yeah. And I also have, this is a really nice movie for like a change of pace in the franchise. If you've been doing this like we've been doing it, to where you're going one by one all the way up from their release dates, this is a very nice palate cleanser.
For sure.
A little bit. So like I feel, I have a little more respect for this one. I was actually looking forward to this one because we've gone through so many iterations of Michael and Halloween and all this kind of stuff, and
It's kind of like the same. It's kind
it's
of
pretty
like
similar,
yeah.
left and right. You know what I mean? It's just like the same. Okay, all right. Especially when they're bleeding into each other. Especially 4, 5, and 6 when it gets to that crazy shit with the cult thorn and all this kind of stuff, and it's like, okay, this is supposed to be the same Michael, and it's weird. It gets weird, but when you get here and it's like, okay, we're scrapping everything. We're just gonna make our own. It is kind of a nice little treat to have this totally off the wall fucking reimagining of the 78 Halloween. And I respect Rob Zombie for doing that. I actually appreciate this one a lot more than I used to. And I think you guys should give it another watch.
Hell yeah.
But with that, do you have anything else?
Nope. That is it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. Once again, we love you. We will always love you. All 35 of you, right?
36.
36 of
now.
you. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Thank you. Thank you guys. We really appreciate you guys subscribing. We never ask. We don't do that here. But we appreciate you guys doing it. Anyway, with that, we thank you guys. We love you guys. And keep your eyes peeled for Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 coming up next. Stay rock hard.
And with that,
This is Rock Hard out.
beans, rice, and Jesus Christ. Bitches.
Joe Grizzly, bitch.